Hello everybody, it is the felepeno here today, and I'm actually going to be bringing you a tutorial on video editing. And I may not be the best video editor like some of the people out there, and I I know for a fact that I'm not terrible. I usually get about 7, maybe 8, sometimes 9 out of 10s on my videos, but anyways, I think I'm actually eligible to give a tutorial on how to make videos. And I'm going to be using Tory Bash as kind of the game, or the default game, as in making the, how can I put this, music videos, fighting videos, something like that. But, yeah, I'm going to show you just kind of what I'm trying to, show you, if I can say that. Now, this is my old channel, and see, people like my videos, and it's just nice videos and stuff like that. But now I know you guys couldn't hear the audio, and I probably don't want to show that right now. But if anything, I'm going to be showing you how to at least achieve your first video as being at least a 5 out of 10 or 3 out of 5, just something that's not getting rage all over. This is a good place to start, and I'm going to try to explain it in the basic or as basic as I can. So, first thing we need to start off with is a good video editor. Now, some people can't afford a $600 video editor like Sony Vegas or Adobe After Effects. Me, I have Sony Vegas legitly, and but anything you can really use, like you can use iMovie, you can use what's it called, Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. But if you're going to use Movie Maker, I suggest the older version. I think it's like 2.5. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's 2.5. If anything, if you are going to use Movie Maker, that's the one that you're going to want. You don't have to use Movie Maker. There's a lot of free video editors out there, kind of like Pinnacle Studios. I've seen people use that. Wax, that's not a bad one, actually. I've been using that one as well. Let's see here. Well, yeah, really, just go look up on Google like 10 free video editors. In fact, that's actually how I got to Sony Vegas, because it had the free tutorial thing. Oh, that's another thing you can do. Go down to the Sony Vegas website, and I'm pretty sure they have Sony Vegas 11 out now for, a 30-day free trial. It's a good start if you want to, just test out your skills in video making. So, let's start out with Sony Vegas. Start this all up. So this is the Sony Vegas interface, and that's a new video that I'm not going to show you guys. But this is the Sony Vegas interface, and I'm using Sony Vegas 8.0, not 11 or 10 or 9. I like 8 because, it doesn't have all the fancy features that you really don't need. But, yeah, it's really easy. Sony Vegas is actually kind of, it's like not exactly hard, but once you get around to just kind of looking at it and just thinking about it, or just tinker with it before you do anything, if anything. So, if you do install Sony Vegas, you might notice that the thing at the bottom right here, down here, if you can see my mouse, where I'm clicking with the thing, that thing down there is probably not going to be there for you. If it isn't, I forget what it's called, actually. I know it's called envelopes something. Let's see here. View, show envelopes, yeah. Control-Shift-E to get that thing. And that just allows you to add motion blur. You see that right there? Motion blur. But anyways, we'll get to that later. But for now, yeah. Well, that's a good video editor. I really suggest Sony Vegas. It's an easy one. Adobe After Effects is more for VFX if you want to get into that. Another thing that you're definitely going to need, and what I highly suggest, Fraps. This thing. Search up Fraps on Firefox, and it'll bring you right there. See? Fraps. See, Fraps, show FPS, record video games, and screen capture software. So it's pretty simple. Right now you can see I'm using Cam Studio to capture my screen just so I can show you this program right here, because usually you wouldn't be able to see it. But you know, Fraps is it's really easy. It's really easy to control everything, and it's a great thing altogether. But I think it costs about $20. And my father has actually bought this, and I just kind of I'm using his account on it. So yeah. And another thing that people actually they always forget this, and I guess they just don't want to know this, is having a decently fast computer. Now, my computer is a decently fast one. Like, I can run shaders pretty easily, 60 FPS, but right now 50 because I'm recording. But you see, like, you gotta have a somewhat, well, I mean, you gotta be able to run shaders fully on at about 30 FPS. That's how my old computer was, and it didn't seem to affect its video, I'd guess, video at all, really. So, like I said, Tory Bash. And if you don't know what Tory Bash is, go to www.torybash.com. It's a fighting simulator game. It's a really good game. You guys should try it out. It's turn-based. It's fun. You know, just go right there, www.torybash.com. And I'll try and put it in the description, but I'm not the most memorable person. Alright, so let's actually get into the editing. Now, even though I'm using Sony Vegas, does not mean that Movie Maker or Pinnacle Studio or Wax or After Effects will not have all of the stuff that I'm using. It might not have a few things, but most of the stuff that I'm going to be using, or kind of or the effects and transitions and stuff, the odds are that you're gonna have them. Alright, so let me just go get a quick replay here. Let's see here. Why not that one? Now, let me show you something about Tory Bash. Let me just trying to get to 1300 frames. Oh, no, just passed it a few times. There we go. Alright, so press number 2 on your keyboard to get to free camera. Okay, so you can do anything with your free camera. It's pretty simple. Then your free camera is right down there if you need to figure out how to use it. You can also look it up on the forums. Now, that's my Uke. If you don't know, he's kind of odd, but you know, what the hell. Alright, so what you want to do is, actually you don't have to opt the HUD out right now, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. But what you want to do is, you have to have good camera angles. You don't want to be recording your replay like this, right? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to have to use keyframes. And now, what keyframes are, they're kind of like directing the camera. So here, press K where you want it to be, okay? Keyframe save, you see that at the bottom chat box? Press P, you know, let it go. Keep on, you know, just kind of shifting where the camera goes and stuff. And eventually, you get finished with the replay, of course, and it looks perfectly fine. Now, let me just go ahead and finish up the rest of these keyframes so I can show you. Whoopsies. And I don't know if you guys can hear this, but I'm watching a movie in the background because I can't speak to myself and just listen to silence the entire time. But anyways, so that's basically the entire replay, just kind of like that. See, and then once you do that, once you just replay it, see, it's with keyframes. The camera looks much more smoother, and I'm not even touching my keyboard. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Now here's how to opt the HUD out. You type in, you press Enter or T, whatever you prefer, / OPT space HUD, and then O or the 0. It doesn't really matter. I use O because it's simple. Okay, so let's pause this right here and go to Setup, Shaders, and you don't have to use shaders, but I prefer shaders because I like shaders. I'm gonna use the simple shader, and this one I can record with because I don't know why. It seems to give me faster FPS, but anyways, we're gonna use Fraps, and for me, the hotkey is 0, the numpad 0 to record. But for you, I think it might be F12 is the default one. But let me go ahead and record it. And since it's gonna be recording, and I'm already recording with Cam Studio, it's gonna be a tad slow. But I'll show you how to fix that later, because you don't want your replays being all slow to where people have to wait and wait.